It's looking like Joe Biden might take another title from Donald Trump. In addition to President of the United States and Commander-in-Chief, this one is Tariff Man. You might recall that the former president, with a penchant for brandishing nicknames against his political foes, gave himself the moniker Tariff Man. Although no president, and certainly no Republican president, had ever bragged about their use of tariffs, at least not in my lifetime, Trump was proud of his solar tariffs, his tariffs on washing machines, his tariffs on steel, and his tariffs on almost anything stamped made in China. And with most of those tariffs still in place, and significantly no signal from the current occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue of any desire to reduce those tariffs, customs duties under Biden are now not only running ahead of Trump's, but in a bit of irony, likely to stay there. And that's no small feat. It took customs duties almost 2 decades to double in value from a starting point in 1997. They doubled again in just 2 years, between 2017 and 2019, as the Trump tariffs took hold. Some of that change over the decades is of course due to increasing trade, or more specifically, increasing imports. But in that first period, when customs duties doubled from 1997 to 2015, imports more than doubled. Imports from China in that stretch almost tripled. Customs duties, in other words, didn't keep pace. Tariff rates decreased. Fast forward to the 2 years between 2017 and 2019, when customs duties again doubled, U.S. imports were up less than 7%. But here's the problem for Biden if he wants to avoid the title of Tariff Man, or Trump if he would like to keep it. During that 2-year stretch, U.S. imports from China fell more than 10%, and overall customs duties did as well. Why is that a problem for Biden? Because imports from China, which were already running hot in the first quarter of this year, up almost 50%, will only run hotter in coming months relative to 2020, when the pandemic was in full bloom and trade cratered. And that's the irony. Despite the ongoing trade war with China, we're still buying what they're selling. And for that reason, it looks like, if I may hijack a line from Eddie Murphy in the 1982 film 48 Hours, there's a new tariff man in town. From outside the Washington Beltway and inside the trade numbers, this is Ken Roberts, and this has been another episode of Trade Matters. Because it does. Click the subscribe button, or feel free to binge on more Trade Matters.